Hey, you know what time it is when you hit a motherfucking horns. I want to welcome you to the corner Convo. My name is A-M-O-N. Say what you want, just spell my name right. This is episode 60, but let me let you know. I said, let me let you know. Is that English? That was,
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish. And because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change.
Funk is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. As soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you.
Again, my name is A-M-O-N. Say what you want, spell my name right.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers and one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Next up. I still haven't come up with a new name for you, man, but fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and let it run.
Sometimes you got to do certain shit. It's just enough that people know that you know I go where I need to go to get it done. If you push my button, there's no telling what I may do. Stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing, I produce it. I wish it.
I don't know if this boy intro is working right now, but we're gonna see what's happening just now. Yeah, just thought about it. We're gonna see what's going on out here, man. Okay, we still here. We still with it.
I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius. Now, I'm an African genius. Now, you will refer to me as the African genius. I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius. But now, you will refer to me as the African genius.
Hey, that was right on time. I'm getting good at this shit.
All right.
Yeah, that's what they say.
What? I don't know what just happened over there, man.
Me either, but you know what? Kende energy is trash right now.
Man.
On episode 60.
I like this version of Kende though.
Do you?
I do.
I don't know. I'm not really
The
sure.
other guy needs a break sometimes.
No, I like when he tells you what to do and everybody else in the room what to do. Like all that shit is necessary.
That hasn't changed at all.
You know, you actually haven't said 2 words since you've been here.
They're very slow and methodic, man. I don't have as much energy. You know, I exuded or expended a lot of it in the evening last night. So
I know what it is. It's that freaky ass ankle chain you got on, bro. Don't want to go bring that shit
No
up,
man should ever have an ankle chain on. Let's be clear.
Before, man.
It is in Yoruba culture. It is called an Ogun chain.
Ogun.
Ogun is the
freaky.
god of war and death, and you wear the chain on your left ankle to remind Ogun that you are not the food that he eats when he creates death. So it is a protective ankle chain.
So
it is hilarious that you've never seen it though.
You know what I'm saying, Coach? That's okay.
All right. That works. I'm gonna skip over you today. Okay. We're gonna go right to Boss's week. What was going on in your week this week, man? Anything special?
No, man, my week was garbage as shit.
Good. Welcome to my club.
It's okay, man. But I tell you what I did. Nah, I'll say that later on, but don't worry about it. I'm good. It was a good week, man. I'm here. I love it.
All right.
All right. Well, you're gonna go last.
Wait. I did have you sports training this week though.
Did you?
In the academy. Let me tell you something, man. The shit they were trying to tell you, if they have to tell you this, you deserve to be fired and jailed already. Do not hit anyone in the head with your pistol. Joe, knock it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Knock it off. Do not shoot in the eye. Do not point your gun at somebody's eyes if you're not gonna shoot them. Joe, knock it off.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You know what I'm saying? It was hilarious, dog.
That's interesting.
It's like use of force for dummies. But that's just a sign of how bad it's gotten in some people's eyes or the precautions they have to take when they're on these streets, because these videos have been surfacing, man, and it's like,
yeah,
you can see police just stuck in the middle of what not to do. Let me tell everybody out there, I'm an old man on this job now. If you run up, I am knocking teeth out. I was taking suspension. You know, I was just getting in trouble. You're not finna whoop my ass.
He's like, so that's part of the training, is that you're not supposed to, if somebody approaches you physically, you're not supposed to respond?
Well, it's how they teach you how to engage, you know, distance, maneuvering, talking to people, which most of these cops we have don't know how to talk to people. They can't talk to their own mama correctly, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they telling you this. And we had a simulation in this training last week, which the best part of it is I slept. I was playing on Facebook the entire training. Sorry about that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we had to walk into a courtroom and somebody started shooting and you couldn't see where the shooter was. And I'm like, I told the partner I'm with, I'm looking like, you stay there. I'm gonna stay here. Who go out there and get shot? Yeah, that's not finna happen.
That don't make sense to me
at all, you know. And what's crazy is the instructors was like, y'all did the right thing. Thank you. Everybody else charged that gun hold, dive, roller, doing karate kicks. No, man. This ain't Call of Duty.
Someone has to live to tell a story. What you mean? No, I'm not on that.
No. It's just goofy, man.
Shout out to me, man. This week is shout out to me. It is a vacation week, well overdue, well deserved, well earned. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for not
shot this Thursday, man. Damn.
No.
Well, when you called me and said, Joe, this man is OC, I just couldn't stop laughing, though.
I wish y'all could look into his eyes right now. Pause. Because it's not. It's not all good. Do you want to tell us about your week?
I mean, it was the same week, man. You know,
look at the chain.
Wasn't nothing too heavy. Took the boat out as we've been doing pretty regularly.
Took the boat out.
And then this week actually is a big week though. This week I got Hypnotic Brass Band for the Chicago and Tune Festival at Promontory Thursday. We got the Boulevard Steakhouse event on Saturday. Then I start back work for real. Like, this is about to change my life, man. Absolutely not. You know how many times I've been on the show talking about being on the boat? How many times you heard me say I got some work done?
Right.
0.
That's a fact.
I got 48 hours to come up with something.
It'll be all right, man. The kids not ready anymore.
Look, at the end of the day, I think it's just hard to fire a black man as a teacher unless you put your hands on the kids or do something inappropriate. Other than that, you're going to keep a job.
Got it.
Well, they call you the genius for a reason, dog. We do as well. You're going to figure something out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know what I'm going to do. I just haven't put it in the form that they want me to send it to them.
That's how you know you got tenure in your job. Man. You're like, I got this stuff. I ain't worried about it.
So this week in Quick Hits, I want to start in Chicago as we always do and kind of work our way out, right? Got to talk about, is that y'all Bears? Your Chicago Bears?
Your Bears.
I mean, I'm rocking with the Bears for sure.
Chicago Bears.
All right. So your boy Justin Fields
snapped.
Got it in. Right.
Boy, made it look easy. Made it look easy.
Snapping.
He had 2 touchdowns. First of all, the other 2 quarterbacks did not score a touchdown. Second of all, the way he made, like basically what they talk about with the Bears all the time, no protection for the quarterback, right? That hasn't changed. What has changed is the man with the ball can now get away without just standing there and getting sacked. He moved around. He opened up his receivers down the line when he extended the plays, rolling out, and he's super fast. So he's a threat on that edge. So when they didn't press up on him as he was rolling out, he ended up scoring because they was 20 yards deep, and he can get there just like that.
Black quarterbacks can run.
Yeah, facts, man. I think if he keeps playing like this, they're gonna have to start that kid, man. He's too.
Well, they already announced
that
Dalton is still.
They have to. They have to say that because they paid him an absorbent amount of money. But I'm telling you, I can tell you this: I don't think Andy Dalton will care. I don't think nobody else will care if they sit him and his expensive ass down on the bench and start that young man because he's exciting to watch.
You know what's
and he gives them a chance to win. They won that game because of his 2 touchdowns, not because anything. And the defense actually looked really good too.
Bears fans make me laugh because when they win a preseason game, it's Super Bowl or bust.
He said Super Bowl. I ain't saying all
Super Bowl or bust. You didn't, you know. But it was funny how when Justin walked on that field for the first time,
it was like standing ovation.
So that tells you how trashy the Bears quarterbacks have been.
Yeah, that's how excited people are.
For our lifetime, dog. They're like, oh, we got somebody that can actually do something and look like they want to be here. And when that man said, oh, NFL was kind of slow, I said, oh.
That's what he said?
He said, yeah, you know what? They said, what do you think about your first game experience on the field? He was like, I thought it'd be faster.
Yeah.
It was, the game was pretty slow.
Shout out to you, young boy.
Well,
shout out to you.
He's crazy fast, though.
All right.
Boo.
Yeah. Now your boy came in. Shout out to LeBron James for, giving Fields a lot of love.
Oh, yeah. He tweeted about him. That's what's up.
He was supposed to.
He loves being black. He loves black excellence as we do.
I wonder if his agent is.
That was a good spin.
Thank you.
That was a good spin.
You know what I'm saying?
That was trash.
You know if he signed with, buddy?
You know if he signed with what's the name as an agent? Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should do a little bit more research.
But in LeBron's latter years, man, it's the reason he's on our show quite often. He does immerse himself in the black culture and black society, which is society, period, and in black sports, man. Because he wants to see people succeed like he succeeded. He knows what it is to come from, to actually get it from the mud. I think he epitomized that as well as a lot of other athletes, man. So it's the norm seeing him give somebody else kudos for kicking his ass or for doing well.
I respect it. I respect it.
You hate that shit.
I respect it, man. It's good. It's good. Shout out to LBJ, friend of the show. Let's be clear. We will be on the barbershop. Damn, I probably shouldn't have said that.
You lay down.
Yeah.
What a jerk. What a jerk, man.
Yeah, what a jerk.
What a jerk, man.
Sorry. Did you peep? And this is what I have a problem with. Now, I love Nike. I'm on contract with Nike, right? I have a problem with what they said.
Absolutely.
That they are mad, upset, want to find a way to get rid of these designers customizing their shoes.
Is the motivation behind that because people are like making fake ones or something like that? Like, I guess I don't quite understand.
The fake game is out here. Like, that's not about it. What they're saying is, if they come out with a new Kyrie, right?
Right.
Someone will customize it, right, and make it their own.
Right.
They're the same company that has Nike ID, where you can go customize your own fucking shoe anyway.
So is that what the part that they're trying to get rid of?
Yeah. So my solution is go hire some of these young designers that are redesigning and customizing your shoes and give them some jobs for real.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what's funny though? Go ahead, take off, bro.
No, I really don't have much to say, but I don't care.
Yeah. What's funny is, you know, a lot of these people that are redesigning these shoes are not so much even in the urban culture, bro, but a lot of us do that. You know what I'm saying? It's funny to think that you guys are the same people, which I'm glad Scoop was on the show last week.
Shout out to Scoop.
Behind the Kaepernick.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bad, but now y'all tripping about this.
Right.
Bro, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like,
weird.
to me, it's got to be business. Anytime
Absolutely.
Nike, it's got to be some type of business decision. Like, that department must not be hitting whatever marks and goals that they need. Maybe they're not making that much money off of it. Like, at the end of the day, it's probably not that profitable because you pay like, what, an extra $10, $20 to customize your joints?
On Nike ID, probably extra 50, 60.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, we're talking about if I buy an all white Air Force One,
right,
I can have someone customize. It's going to cost me another $200 anyway.
You talking about have somebody customize it after you buy it, or
after you buy it.
Customizing it on Nike ID?
No, after you buy it. When after shoes in your possession,
well,
it's yours now.
They can't do nothing about that.
Possession.
That's a losing battle.
That's greed. That's, to me,
it's just a losing battle.
That's a big business saying, since we haven't found a way to capitalize completely on this market, we're gonna give you hell, so to speak. Make it complicated for you.
They're not gonna be able to do anything about that.
They can't stop it. They can't stop it. So on today is Monday, right?
I hope so.
So
man.
today, the Obama Center is not necessarily breaking ground, but they're tearing up the tracks. It's officially done. It's here. Now they've tried to shut this down at every turn.
Facts.
I don't know why. Well, obviously I do know why. Right? Because it's Obama.
It's Obama.
Right?
Mr. 850 credit score in the White House.
You damn right.
You already know.
You damn right. And so we're talking about it'll be done in like 4 years, but it is official and it is happening. I cannot wait to go. Maybe take the family down there, just have an experience because, you know,
what's all going to be down there?
So it's he's going to have a media center, library, you know what I mean? Entertainment kind of space. Imagine.
It's going to be like Rosemont.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It'll definitely have like a theater so you can go see shows and stuff like that. But, it's essentially the design is supposed to be a community center for the most part, right? It's a place where it pays, recognition to Obama as a president. So they call it the Obama Library. But, and there'll be certain collections that are held there, obviously. But, yeah, it's basically a community space, man. Definitely shout out to that brother for revitalizing Jackson Park. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of work still needs to be done over there. So hopefully this will help raise some of that value. Get some of that bread.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is before I came here, I worked late last night, rolled over in bed to get up today. And Obama, this show on Showtime on HBO, In Search for More Perfect Union or The Perfect Union, was on TV. And it was detailing his walk through, his journey through being, finding his family, getting into politics, then actually running for president. And listen to how he talked in his speeches. I forgot how powerful that shit was.
Yeah.
No, he knows
brilliant,
that's like this dude was born for this shit.
Brother's brilliant.
Yeah. And then to hear Michelle, look here, man. Those are real relationship goals, though, man. To hear how she held him down when they had her on shows trying to ask her slick questions about him, and she was like, "Nah, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
A, B, C, D. Keep it black and white for him. Give her the black and white.
I mean, you talk about all the time about
good.
Not having a partner, but being a teammate.
Teammate.
And I think that's what it's really about. If you are embarking on marriage, right? Let's be clear. It's about a fucking team. You know what I'm saying? Like no one is really above the team when it really comes down to it. And I think I've been married, 8 years now? If I'm wrong, don't fuck me up when I get home.
How you gonna go on record and not know?
No, I think it's 8. 2013. Okay.
That's because marriage has been bliss.
Yeah,
I got you covered,
exactly.
bro.
Appreciate that. But no, you have to find the balance, right? And it's difficult. It's a tough line to walk. But if you're committed to that, it's a win. It's a win. And if you pick the right person, like, let me be clear.
Let me tell you about marriage, man. I want to know about it.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Man.
Got nothing for you, buddy.
Hey, now, do y'all remember when a lot of kids were being suspended from school, kicked out of school? Some even had their hair cut because of how they wore their hair. Yeah, nothing but black folks.
Okay, I'm saying you mean black kids, right?
Yeah, well, no, you know what? There was a lot of Hispanics too, man. What it is there was a general.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
There was a general. I mean, it was at the school I was at.
You did it.
But it's a general like dress code rule that you couldn't have colored hair, right? So you can't have like green hair, red hair. And one of the reasons why, that's quite honestly, is that in some schools, little girls were using that as a way to identify their gang affiliation, right? So the colors represented a certain clique, represented a certain group, and that was what they were trying to keep out, right? But yeah, it's been a lot of research has been done that it was overwhelmingly used on Black and Latino students, and so kind of this new approach to not being stereotyping kids and discriminated against directly is kind of coming out of that mission. So yeah, no, man, there's a lot of like dress codes are going away. They're trying to give kids more access. I mean, at the school I was at, if you had a tattoo, you had to have it covered up if you were going to say a student.
I bring it up because Governor Pritzker, y'all governor.
Say it again.
You still can't say his name right.
I love that.
Pritzker, fucker. It doesn't matter. All right.
Hey, you called him a rain the first time, though? That was a classic joke.
Prancer, Dancer, Donner.
Whatever his name is, right? Yeah, I don't do politics, man. But he signed a bill preventing hair discrimination in schools, right? And that's for us. It wasn't just something, right? Yeah. So again, man, you've had little girls had their hair cut. You've had little dudes with dreads had their hair cut. Like it's crazy, right? So all right, I guess thank you, but why? Why do we even have to worry about that kind of shit?
Because you know this systematic type shit has never went away. It just find a different way. It's just been found in different ways now in forms, and they just find different ways to hide it, man. Because what Kenny was talking about was very valid about the colors and things for the Latinos, but some hairstyles every culture can't get. It's exclusive to Black folks, and it was a lot of the hairstyles that was being discriminated against. And the part that pissed me off was it was babies. Like they made this for a 4 or 7-year-old. Right. Why this was made, because he had like twists in his head. Dear whoever you are, educator, principal, get the fuck over yourself.
Fuck back.
Yeah, get over your fucking self, man. That's a baby. If they come in there with intentions to do better or identify themselves with a gang because of their hair, then I get it, but that's how likely is that?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's only used in certain communities. You don't see that out in Schaumburg and Rosemont or whatever.
Like you hinted at, and you hinted at too, that it's just sad. It's 2021, and we still have to go through or even see things like this being put into law on the books to where they can't treat us a certain way. Look, you know what? Gorgeous. He got nice hair already.
You know what's ill about that?
Now you won't have to go through that.
You know what used to scare me the most at school when I walked into school? When them kids came in with all that gothic joint on, with
no one said anything. No one said anything.
Skull and crossbones and all like that.
Hey, shorty.
Bro, that was terrifying.
Right. I went to Catholic school.
Yeah, you had to see all that.
That was awful.
Yeah, they got spikes coming out their face, bro. It's not.
So then he signs that bill, and then like the next day, he's down at the Bud Billiken parade, swagging and surfing.
I mean, that's what politics do, bro. That's what politicians do, my man.
Yeah, that's just trash.
Look, I'll pay to see that.
Can somebody tell me who the fuck is Bud Billiken and why do we have a parade every year? Who is he?
I don't remember this story, but I forgot.
Who is he? Does anyone know who Bud Billiken is?
Bud Billiken is a nobody. First of all, it's a lady
92 straight fucking parades.
Florence Prince, who said she saw a Billiken in her dream. A Billiken is a creature mixed between a demon and a monkey with pointy ears and some shit like that. So somehow, in Kansas City,
Missouri, this is real.
This is the truth. I been look this up, dog. I say, what's a Bud Billiken? What is this?
Right.
You know. So somehow, a white woman in Kansas City, Missouri, started the biggest African American parade in Chicago.
Yeah.
How does that make sense, man?
Definitely think I remember hearing that.
How does that even make sense, bro? Yeah. And now, but you know what? I do enjoy the fact that you get to see a lot of different communities come together for a day. How did they make the black? Oh, fuck all that. Why's the back to school parade though?
There was some story done on this last year that I watched and totally have forgotten all the information in it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that it is interesting that they did it. I was actually thinking it wouldn't happen because of the whole kind of new COVID approach to things.
That's what blew me too.
But I guess because you can space out floats a lot easier, you know what I'm saying? But you're still encouraging people to gather. Even that, they're not necessarily like, they're spread out down the street, right? Along King Drive. So I don't know if they still do that after thing that they normally do in Washington Park. But
I ain't hear about that.
I've never had much attachment to the Bud Billigan.
I've never went. I never wanted to go. That shit is trash.
I went one year because me and Q's mom used to sell like those glow in the dark, glow in the dark teeth and all like that. One year, me and Q went. I made about $135 that day.
Oh, he convinced you to go.
I was broke, and he was like, "Yo, you want to come help me sell these items at this thing?" I was like, "For sure."
Yeah, we get on one of them floats though sometimes soon.
Oh yeah,
we gonna be on. I saw corporate on one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like if he can do it, no disrespect, we can do it too.
I agree.
That's facts. Where you at with this last listening party that Kanye had? Because that's what I consider it.
I don't understand what's going on. No. I just don't understand. I don't know if there's some
genius in that shit.
Is he playing the music for real this time?
He's playing the music, supposedly.
So people have heard this album
for the second time.
The first time he didn't play it. The first time he played his other music is what I heard. He didn't play his actual, like nobody's heard the Donda album, I don't think. I think he's just been playing other music.
It's like inviting anybody to a studio session, right? And like come through and check out some new shit.
Right.
But he's doing it for 50,000 and making $7 million every time he does.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's fucking genius.
So why would he bring the album out then if he keep doing that?
He's never gonna bring the album out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Every time I see a photo of him in the Atlanta Stadium, I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, you living there now, bro? Like, what is
they kicked him out. They kicked him out. You gotta go another stadium.
Well, because football season is back.
Yeah.
But man, dude, I just don't understand it, bro.
What I'm hearing too is that every song that people have heard leaked is like, I miss you, Kim K. I love you, Kim K. I want you back, Kim K. type of song. I'm not finna stream this. I'm lying. I am gonna stream that shit. To hear an R&B album. I had enough R&B with 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was cool too. But come on, Ye.
I can't imagine what's going on in people's mind when they buy that ticket. That's all I can tell you.
They had
the experience,
a fake versus going on. Ye versus Drake.
Yeah, I saw that posted. Yeah. Who you think will win?
Okay, well, Drake for sure.
I had Drake.
Drake just set a record. He has 150 records over, I believe, 10 million.
His Chicago heart right here ain't gonna
for every record.
Drake,
it's some crazy new record that he just set. Kanye don't want no beef.
I think that Drake definitely has more classic commercial, just automatic hits in terms of the overall music market, right? But you got to think about the fact that Kanye produces his music, right? Like, and he's got his own album. So if you think about the tracks, like, can he include the ones that he produced and didn't rap on?
For
sure.
Or just featured or whatever? Because I don't know. I think his catalog is insane for that. But I would say just flat out number one, like if you hear the song, you know the words. I probably know more lyrics of Drake than I know Kanye's. Huh?
I'm here to hear that battle if they ever have.
Yeah, I definitely would hear that one.
Ye's production.
Even though you said cancel verses last week.
Cancel, fuck out that shit. Still, cancel.
But I want to watch this though.
Twice, you know what I'm saying? If you took out, there have been ghostwriting rumors. I ain't accused nobody of nothing. Okay, I'm not in that space. But if you take out allegedly all the songs written for both of them, I think you're removing more of Ye's catalog.
Really? You think Ye has more ghostwriting than Drake?
Absolutely. Early in his career, for sure.
Really? I don't think so. You know, the whole thing is they wouldn't let him rap because he thought he was the dopest rapper, and they were like, "You black."
Who wrote it for him?
This one. So who wrote lyrics for him to not let him rap? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
Actually, yeah, I think you missed what he's saying. He's
saying he's got a ghostwriter, somebody who writes his raps.
Yeah.
Then that's exactly what the hell he said.
Early in his career, I definitely think he definitely had a ghostwriter.
I don't think that's true or accurate. I don't think Kanye is even.
Why did Ron Fest leave him on?
I don't think.
Life of Pablo.
No, people have.
People have
say that. People have written with him.
Ron Fest is coming on the show.
We can have him on the show. He can ask him himself. But I think people wrote on some songs with him, but I don't think he ever had like a ghostwriter like Stash writing his lyrics.
Okay, that's too there.
His ego is too big, man.
And then what about writing for others? I don't think Ye has that. Drake has that. I think Drake will counter.
That could be true.
It might not be enough. He might counter Ye's production with his writing.
I would agree with that because again, Ye don't want nobody else saying his lyrics. I think he thinks he's got. I mean, you remember that on the Black album, he was talking about how he was holding back the heat. He was like, "Man, I want my album to have all the coolest beats. I'm not giving y'all my
what's your favorite album?
Kanye's.
What's your favorite Kanye album? All right.
Facts.
I could have guessed that, man. That's the
mayonnaise colored bins. I push Miracle Whips. That's the best line up front.
I hate mayonnaise and Miracle Whip.
What?
Yes.
Hey, did y'all see that Lil Uzi cannot buy that planet?
I think the best question was Bossy was like, who's selling it to?
Yeah, man.
Who got the deed?
look, this is how whoever Shay Whitey is, right?
Shay Whitey.
They came up with a law. It says, hold on, let me get this shit right. Due to the International Space Law of 1967, he cannot purchase this planet.
Who can?
Who's selling it?
Yeah, I don't know.
And if you actually read it, it also said that it would make him richer than any man
on that planet.
So you know, it's funny. So basically, what they're saying is, no, black man, you cannot be the richest man on earth.
How does buying a planet make you wealthy?
Right.
What are you going to use? You get uranium off of it, or vibranium, or
the
whatever?
Same way buying land makes you wealthy.
So think about it like this, though.
People live on the land that you buy.
Listen here.
Money transaction.
Here.
Kende,
ain't like giving him money because he owns a planet, like unless they're gonna live there.
If there's some Kryptonian there, motherfuckers going to get that.
Well, that's different. Maybe that's what it is, and low key we don't know.
When you flex your
right.
Yeah. When you flex your how would this make you feel? When you flex your exotic watch collection, and he flexes exotic, brim collection, y'all flex it.
It's exotic bracelet.
I knew that's where he's going. I knew that's where he was going.
So and then Lil Uzi pull up and say, y'all, look at my planet. Well, look, just shut the party down.
Listen, let me tell you something. Here's the best part. About 5 or 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I was struggling to do something for Mother's Day.
Okay.
Came across something somewhere that said, probably on Facebook or something, that said, you can buy a star and name it after your mama. I bought a star, named it after my mama. They sent me a paper. I sent it to her. My mama is a star.
Wow.
Like,
you bullshit.
This is all facts, bro. Like, I have no idea if it's legit. I mean, they just sent me a longitude and latitude of where it was. This is your mama's star. It is now officially named in the books. Ade Cola.
That's
Ade
wild.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, I bet you she can't find none of that paperwork.
So you can name a star, but you can't buy a planet.
Right, that's what I'm saying, man. I think all of this is
man. I need to find the space law.
I actually looked up space law, and it was like,
fuck that.
Kind of something. I was like, what is this shit, man? Really, they don't want nobody looking over their shoulder when they're in space boy, they bullshit.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, Joe, nah, man. Fuck,
yeah, it's more going on in them space stations than people flipping with no gravity.
That's what made the movie Alien, that though. It's real aliens, bro.
Hey, so we always talk about, that shit too funny. So we always talk about our black athletes, right? Our high school and college athletes getting paid now, right? Since those bills have been passed. Let me get his name right. Ky'Wuan Dukes, right? He made history for the first HBCU athlete to get a endorsement deal. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles.
Right, yeah, that was the funny part. The endorsement was with Bojangles Chicken. I was like, man, it's a little.
Y'all had that before?
So it's in Nashville. I had it in Nashville. It's pretty standard chicken. I'm not gonna lie. It's not amazing, but
you also said
I just thought it was strange. I mean, yeah. Okay. Still standing on that one. Yep. Definitely standing on that one.
Oh, you might be waking up now, dog.
Yeah, I see him.
Now, dog.
Next up, I gotta also give a shout out to the young boy that plays with one arm.
He'll bust your ass.
Last name Emmanuel, first name. Hold on. No, he definitely won't bust my ass.
Bro. There was I was offended and I was pissed off, dog, because you hit me talking about what you think about him. What do you think about this guy that plays one arm? First off, kudos to him. I say,
you
fam,
seen this boy dribble?
I will dust him off. Fam, you are going left every time. You're not getting to your right.
No,
you can't cross me. You can't in out me. You can't stun. You can't do. You can't nothing, dog.
I've seen his clips, man. He got really long arms, man.
I'm doing this 17 times. I'm gonna be still him. Can't really do nothing with the arm.
You gotta wait for the siren. If you see him dribble, man, he does this thing where he dribbles out front.
It's a whole Sam got all kind of shit going on.
And so he's got a long stride, bro.
So officially, his name is Hansel Emmanuel. Right.
Yeah. Shout out to that dude, man.
He got his
Emmanuel,
first.
I'll bust your ass.
He came in. Now look, he started. He's been playing. This is senior year. He started this summer, right? Just killing people at ABCD.
Yeah, he been all over
AU, killing, right?
All over the ground.
He's 6'6". Let me be clear.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
All right, hold on now. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, this is not a personal attack.
It is
against you.
That text being personal. It's your fault.
But he just got his first offer from Tennessee State. Again, a black college, HBCU, right?
They don't plan on winning.
And that's also where my cousin went. You know what I mean? He's in the books. Shout out to Kerry. You know what I mean? What up, Kerry? No, I thought that was dumb.
Text me that shit, man.
No, because you need to see it. You need to see
Shout out to that young man, man.
You know what I'm saying, man? Fam, you going left though, fam. You're going left every single time.
That's too much.
And you know what? You know what's crazy, right? I was talking to my father about it. I was like, man, you would think it's that easy to force him left, right?
That's what everybody
But
says.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Remember before you had a left hand?
No.
You would find your spots. You would pick your spots.
Yeah.
He's picked a spot. His trainer is doing all type of crazy drills for someone with one hand.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dog.
Yeah.
And look
at my eyes. Make eye contact right now. Fuck all that.
He's gonna win the shit out you.
He's definitely dunking on cats out here too.
Get caught that windmill if you want to.
Boy,
Right.
hey, y'all
The
just
windmill,
in the palace, right?
One arm.
See how our test took Ben Wallace out the air? We're gonna reenact that. That's what we're gonna do.
You are Ben Wallace.
Everybody say that bullshit, man.
You are Ben. Actually, you know what? Before we go on, did you see the doc?
Yeah, well, I go to the doctor once a year.
Malice in the Palace, man.
I thought the doctor's office.
Yeah, no. Malice in the Palace.
I thought it was a decent doc. I also thought
Garbage.
that Jermaine O'Neal did a great job, right? He executive produced it.
I didn't know that.
We got to see the other side, different angles.
There was no other side, Mr. Phillips.
What side are you standing on? First of all, let me ask you.
The players were right.
No, for sure they was right.
The players were 1,000% right.
I'm okay with that. No, okay, so we talking the same language. But what I'm saying is the public did not know, okay, hey, there were no police there.
Yeah, that was wild. But they only had two
right?
cops on duty.
Yeah.
Did y'all and them two lied talking about something?
Yeah, right.
We went for the mace, Reggie Miller, Mr. Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's standing there holding the mace right in his face. That's you holding the mace and pointing it at. And
then was like, ass out of here.
The man was like, I didn't know who Reggie Miller was. What do you mean you don't know who Reggie Miller is? You are working at a basketball game.
Officer Shea Whitey 1 and Officer Shea Whitey 2.
Yeah, they was corny. And then
that shit is trash, bro.
Oh boy that threw the cup that started the whole thing. Did you see his interview?
Oh yeah.
He was laughing. He was like, the guy was like, yeah, man, so this is you getting out of the way when Ron Artest comes running up. Right. He was like, yeah, I was definitely dodging him. He was how did you react or how did you feel when he hit the other guy? I felt great. Yeah. It was wonderful. He didn't hit me. Yo, I was that they did hit dude with like a 2-year probation or something like that, right?
And that's nothing, man, because none of them fans really suffered.
Yeah.
But the players did. Careers tarnished, reputations tarnished,
money,
feelings hurt, man. But
they say J.O. never really recovered from
why will y'all show me something I was allowed to see? Again, from a different camera angle, we knew there were no police there because the crowd got out of control and there were no uniforms or badges to be seen. We knew somebody threw a cup. We knew somebody threw a chair. We knew Jermaine O'Neal might have the best sliding punch in NBA, maybe in all fighting sports history. That boy slid in the third place with a right hand.
Cleaning the dude's chin hard.
Why at 5'7" would I attack?
And that was the funniest part.
You know what I mean? Man, and then he tried to swell up.
No. That's when he knew he had made a mistake. Mm-hmm. Once he got down there, he didn't expect Ron Artest to turn around and look right at him, first of all. He was just down there on the floor. When he got closer and Ron turned and looked at him, I'm sure he saw Ron's eyes and the crazy and got scared and put his dukes up real quick. That was a terrible idea.
Clear too.
What I also did like too.
And then left on the stretcher.
See the black man through the chair?
Yeah,
he was bogus.
The chair was still
he was gone.
The black dude was fucking what's his name? Dante Jones that was in dunk contest.
That was a different black dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dante caught the flux.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, that was. I'm just saying when I remember that day that happened. I had come home from wherever I was, turned on my TV. ESPN was always on at them days. Bro, I was so upset I didn't watch that live. I could not believe what I was watching when I was watching. I was like stunned and flabbergasted that like this happened and I missed it.
You missed it.
I was so salty.
Where were you moments? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I looked at the documentary and the only thing I took away from it, because rest was garbage, supreme garbage. Absolutely. I took away that
don't like nothing.
People have been disregarding mental health for a very, very long time.
That's a really good point.
And that man was crying for help.
He was.
That man told you, keep this $20 million. I'm gonna make me a rap album.
I'm gonna make a rap album.
I'm at the Source Awards. Fuck you talking about?
Boy, called Reggie Miller and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a break.
I need a couple of days."
He's like, "Yeah, that's how this works. You just
and then they look up and see him on the
That was the best part. He's like, "Fam," if you saw Jermaine O'Neal's face, he was like, "Fam, you told us your grandma died. You told us you was going to your funeral, and then you showed up on the Source Awards hosting."
Like, to his defense, I've killed my granny a couple times too, though.
Nah, bro, and showed up on a famous TV show when you done told your team that I am going to a funeral, dog. Yeah. That was funny. That was next level.
We know Steven.
But he used to, man. There was stories about him going into projects in Chicago when he was here, man, buying weed.
Bro,
no, he was drinking him before the game.
Oh yeah.
Before and halftime, right? But anyway, shout out to Brother Meta, man. And
I'm glad he got help.
No, he got help. And again, at that time, we're talking 17.
And he got a ring.
17 years ago, we weren't talking about mental health, and this is a big thing we talk about on the podcast. So Jermaine O'Neal was like, man, I didn't understand it or even know what that really was. Right. This is a conversation now we have.
Some people knew though, bro.
Yeah,
they call it
some people definitely.
They call it different. Oh, we're just different. He's special. He's unique. No, fam, that man needed help. He was getting help. Y'all saw him getting help. But
they also preyed on it a little bit, right? Absolutely. Like they were like, he was the junkyard dog. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, this makes it a lot easier for us to just sick him out there. We ain't really got to be waiting around for him.
I'm sure the public has noticed that.
No, we the number one podcast.
Goddamn right. Say it again. 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 You heard?
Oh, that boy's
Look, can we talk about the compound today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here, as you can see up top, at WHADDAJERK, which is Jamaican cuisine owned by our good brother Thomas, who we've known for
Thomas T-shirt
17, 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yes. Started out with a food truck, man, and got his own spot out here on Division, man. You got to come out and support. Got to come out and support. We're going to have them up in a minute.
What's the numbers again on Division?
2015 West Division.
You cannot miss it.
What are the days of operation? Tuesday through Sunday.
Google them.
Brunch is coming soon. So yeah, we'll have the link up on the show, and we're gonna have Brother Thomas up here in a minute.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. That shit is dope though.
You got it.
That shit is dope.
And you don't know, we already talked though, but I'm getting a couple of them hats, man. Them hats is dope.
Oh yeah, merch.
Them hats is dope.
That merch.
Black excellence this week. I saw something dope. There's a Detroit native. She becomes the first Black woman to launch weight loss supplements in the vitamin shop. So all of your GNCs and all that type of shit, kudos to her. I'm not taking that shit, but
because you go to the gym so much.
No, because I have no intentions on losing weight. This is God's plan. It's not mine.
This is God's plan.
Hey, you know what? Good for her, man, because I'm saying our sisters, no disrespect, all love, all uplifting. I've seen y'all invest in y'all body in the forms of tummy tea, waist trainers, all these fat burning solutions, man. Why not give her a try and see if it works? You know what I'm saying? And that's community. That's community action, man. One giving to another to help another, man. So that's really dope. But didn't Detroit produce the same woman that was making her own spring water? Did we talk about on the show before?
If it wasn't Peter Popoff, I don't know.
Yeah, Peter Popoff.
No, was on the show, bro. She was we had her for Black Excellence because she was producing her own water in Whole Foods, but it was spring water. From Michigan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get her. I got on her case. I'm not gonna blame them too. I got on her case about that, but kudos to both of them.
Also, I'm going to consider, and I cannot remember her name. This is my fault. But the young lady that won the Olympic gold for wrestling.
Did y'all
I know wrestling? No, I didn't see that.
So she's Diesel, like she folded people up, got everything.
I call her Diesel though.
No, she's Diesel, like I mean, I don't want no problem, shorty.
Yeah, that's not somebody you want to smoke with.
So remember we talked about, well, what do you get when you win the Olympics, right? You get endorsements, you get some prize money. So
you get to go home.
So when she won, this guy gave her a food truck, a $250,000 food truck with all the bells and whistles. And she gave it to her mom, who is a culinary chef.
That's great, man. Yeah, that's a great idea. Give them something that they can build, generate income with.
Shout out to her. I can't think of her name right now. I apologize.
If you had the name on their menu, name one of their meals. Name one of their chicken meals, bro.
The chicken wing. What you mean?
The chicken.
There's the rest of the movie, though. Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, I did that. Number one podcast.
Number one podcast.
Cross-face chicken wing.
Yeah, but that's all I got for Black excellence, man.
That's because we excellent all the time. There's so much
these are
to choose
facts.
from.
I definitely have a question. I think you saw something the other day, and it sparked you to send this question. I don't know if it's a topic, but we're gonna figure out when we get there, right? As Black people, what do you think about white couples adopting Black kids?
Yeah, man, it was kind of interesting. So, and there's two sides on this actually. So, one of my very, very good friends is a mentor of mine in entertainment, Doug Johnson. Really, is the guy that really got me started on the production manager, stage manager kind of side. And he and his wife adopted twins out of St. Louis.
They're Black?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I want to say they're like 10, Eli and Siobhan, they're about 10 or 11 now. And when it first happened, he sent like all of us a picture. And I did have kind of like an awkward feeling at first, like, these are two very white people.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like Irish guys.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a short Irish guy. His wife is Irish. They adopted two Black children. From St. Louis. And so there was this, there was that feeling of like, did you just buy some kids kind of thing? But, they went through the adoption thing. But what was deep, he calls me maybe a month in, or maybe a little bit longer than that. And to his credit and his wife's credit, to Anya's credit, they were honest that there was things that they just didn't know, like the hair. Like they legit called and was like, yo, man, what do I do? Do I take him to a barbershop? Is it, what age? They don't live like that, bro. He didn't have that kind of culture, right? So with the girl, it's a fraternal twin. I mean, what's the one when it's a boy and a girl, whatever that one is. Right. So my sister, we called my sister, and she was like, I can do her hair, you know what I mean? Show you some tricks or whatever the case may be. But I remember, man, going to the store. And I mean, and at the same time, he hit me up like, man, I really want them to know their ancestral culture too. So like, he was always hitting me up like, hey man, what, Eli's got a project coming up on a famous African-American person, man. Can you recommend some folks? Like that type of thing, right?
At what age did they adopt them?
At birth, birth. They were like 0.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids.
But what I was gonna say is we went to the grocery store one day. And I'm walking with him, and he's got them both in the stroller. And he lives in a predominantly white, wealthy area in Milwaukee, right? And
it's nothing's wealthy.
You tripping?
No, they got a 4-block radius of wealth.
There's some big
pandemic white Milwaukee out, bro.
Don't get it twisted. Not downtown Milwaukee, but right on the outskirts. But anyway, so we walk in the store, and the stroller is in the aisle, right? And he's kind of like, he's looking down like the rest walkway or whatever the case may be. And so one of his friends or somebody, hey, how you doing, George? Blah, da, 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 da. George or whatever gets right here, sees the two kids and just freezes like,
because he thought he stole them.
And I mean,
what you doing with these niggas?
But like that was how he was received by other white people in his own community, people he knew.
Good for him.
Like constantly. So what I'm saying about that is yesterday or the other day, whenever I was sitting on the patio and I saw that this guy got out the car, very heavy set white guy, much older. His wife was clearly older, very white, and he's holding this little Black boy's hand. And they're walking across the street. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it definitely is a little jarring to see when you're right up in front of it and to see how other people respond to it, right? Like they definitely get some smoke. They get a sense of what it's like to be Black.
For sure.
Right? Because you're raising this kid that has to go through that experience. And just because you're white doesn't give him some kind of pass. It was really interesting, man.
Where you at with it? Because I know you want to take off.
All them kids stolen, bro.
I definitely
all them kids have been trafficked. You cannot convince me otherwise. Them kids in the basement washing clothes on washing boards.
Nah,
I definitely feel
clothes. Bro, they're eating porridge and sleeping on cots in the basement.
Eli is playing on a traveling AAU baseball team, killing.
Yeah, because he's forced to. He really want to play basketball. But he got playing baseball, bro.
Actually, I was trying to teach him basketball. He didn't like basketball as much as he liked baseball.
Your friend stole them kids. It's okay.
Okay, so hold on.
No, but this is what I see though. I want to know the ideology or the psychology or the thought process that says, hey, I want a child. Whether I can't conceive one, or me and my husband can have one, or, whatever the case may be why you don't have children. I want to know what makes you go out and get a child of other.
Right.
Not just Black, of other ethnicities is what I want to know, because it does seem, especially amongst white celebrities, They ain't going to get Indian babies or Asian babies, you know, most of the time. What you see, what's put in front of our face
they was adopting Asian babies for a long time.
Hold on, sir. Okay, hold on. What's put in front of us on TV portrayed is the ones with the black kids. It's always put in front of us, you know what I'm saying? So maybe a little more homework, you may see that. I'm going to disagree with you off the back on top of that, though, because I do a little homework sometimes, too. But, I mean, if the kids are getting a good home,
right?
Okay, but I wonder how it may confuse them mentally, you know, when they are being taught their culture by somebody not of their culture, you know, because that can also be traumatized. You talk about trauma only being in violent or inflicted, self-inflicted, but that's the way, even though it's given through love or a loving act, it can also be traumatized because it may we can ask Nate this when he comes on the show because he's black and white. Now he wasn't adopted, but he had to deal with that growing up. You know what I'm saying? His dad got pork chops. His dad a brother. You know what I'm saying? His mom's nice and white, you know, and it's fine, you know, but I just want to know what goes through people's mind when they're doing this.
I mean, there are those two things you mentioned, right? The idea that this kid was probably at least what I know about the backstory for these two kids is that they were definitely going into a single mother situation, you know, teen pregnancy type of vibe, like not going to have access to a lot of resources, not going to have access to healthcare, stuff like that. Right. So I do think that when people step up to take care of any child of any color that is going to go into that kind of space, I think that's always obviously a powerful positive. But to your other point about the idea of teaching them their culture, I think the key is you got to reach out to other people who have that background, right? You have to put them in spaces where they get that from the proper information. Not to say that they can't also teach it and also support that type of education, but you do need to be somewhere inclusive of allowing that person to be and learn, for those children to be and learn from black folks.
That takes me back to Trading Places because I just saw the other day.
That was a good movie, man. So, how did it take you that though?
I'm gonna tell you why, right? So you know, obviously they took Eddie Murphy's character, made him rich, and kicked the white guy out. And Eddie Murphy adapted to the white culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dan Aykroyd was now in Eddie's position, broke, struggling, trying to figure it out, right? All the people have ostracized him. And what happens is as blacks, right? And I just think this is what we do. We know how to learn quick, on the move, on the fly.
We had to through history.
We had to, right? If a white couple, if a black couple adopts two white kids, how weird is that?
That's interesting. Yeah. That's a really interesting
You know what I mean?
one.
Like, think about the flip side. Like,
I guess it depends on who they are, though, right? If it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, nobody's going to care, right? Like, if it's just two regular people.
But now those white kids are growing up in black culture.
They're going to be Alex Caruso?
Are they allowed to sell? Are they allowed to say the N-word?
Justin Bieber?
Nah, they probably intentionally wouldn't allow them kids to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you would raise, but I mean, look, I used to say this all the time, dude. If I was raised in Bolingbrook instead of Maywood, there's a good short chance that I would have identified with a more white culture base because those would have been my friends. Those are the families that I would have been familiar with, right? So it's like, it is very possible that growing up around all black folks forced me to feel more a part of the black culture. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fair.
That's fair. You know what?
Just being honest.
Bolingbrook now, maybe not then. Bolingbrook is so black. You wouldn't believe it. They got a spot in Bolingbrook called
places like that. But I'm just saying in general, like a predominantly white neighborhood, right? With very few black people around. You know what I'm saying?
Look at God. Look at God over there, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, that Trading Places.
If I can handle it.
That Trading Places comments you made, bro, was really good because it made me question this when I saw them and I thought this. It looked like Dan Aykroyd was struggling being broke and being one of the have-nots and being a minority in that role. But Eddie Murphy, he learned to play a character really, really fast because several scenes in that movie, the N-word came out of him, even though he had the money. He was still acting like one of them people that was from the gutter, you know what I'm saying? Right. So people broken homeless, you know? So to me, in real life,
I have no legs.
That's stupid, dog. That told me a lot about how when someone comes from nothing, they learn to adapt in the sense of just actually playing a character. And sometimes they suppress a lot of things.
And it's about opportunity because he's not dumb. He wasn't dumb.
Yeah,
he learned that shit quick.
Yeah, as soon as he got the opportunity to see the game.
So, me personally, first of all, if you're not sterile, right? I know that you struggle with this.
Oh boy.
But you don't know what you're getting when you have your own damn kids.
Right.
You don't.
To adopt, you really don't. I mean, you're really shaking the dice, right?
It's just how you raise them, though. It depends on how old you are, how old they are.
The DNA that they got just takes over, bro. Because you see parents that are great parents, and the kids gonna be complete assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like
or nothing.
When Big Mama take over because somebody's mama can't raise the kids, bro.
Yeah.
Big Mama can be perfect. She can go raise them in church, good private school, or whatever, man. But these kids, their mom and dad's DNA is gonna take over, and they're gonna be who they're gonna be, and they may not be so pleasant all the time.
My question is, how important is it to you to have children, like to go adopt? Like I understand kids need love.
That's why they do it, right? Like
I'm not with that.
That's something. Some people. It's
you lucky. You can have. You have a child.
Even if I couldn't, I would not.
You don't know that.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know that, bro.
I didn't know the ones I had. What are you talking about?
If your wife really wants a child, if your wife really wants a child, you telling me you're gonna be like, yeah, nope, no deal.
First of all,
you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just you. You know what I mean? I get that that's not something you personally feel like you would do, but you don't know until you're in that situation, man.
I don't think.
And some people adopt specifically to save a child. It ain't even about them wanting kids. I mean, you got people out here that adopt 5, 6, 7 kids because they can afford to give them proper education.
You also have people out here doing it for the check.
Right. Well,
that's the
I don't know about the check. I don't know.
When you grab a foster kid, you're doing a lot.
See, foster care and adoption are not the same. Adoption is when you actually legally become the parental guardian of this child. I don't think that comes with a check. The people that run the foster care homes, they get a check per kid.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I don't think you get a check when you adopt a kid. I think you just spend money on that kid like you would
for the rest of your life.
Some homes are registered foster homes. Some people, like my neighbor across the alley, she got about 7 kids. And
all hers?
No, she's adopted them.
Yeah,
really? Yeah, it's like, no, I can't say she adopted. It's something weird though, but she takes care of them. She gets a check for all them.
Yeah, that's foster
care. You know what I'm saying? But she's good to them. I tell you what, they better stop using my goddamn garbage can. Dog, one time they take trash out. One time, my garbage can is dead.
Yeah, because 7 kids.
You know what I'm saying? It's just dead. I got little girl castles in my garbage can. I don't have any girls. It's a grown man house. You know what I'm saying? Pampers and shit.
Right.
That shit is trash, man. Listen here. Like
literally, that's trash,
bro. I'm not adopting, bro. I would rather take in like
a cousin or niece or something like that.
At least I know that's my bloodline.
But they still can be fucked up though.
They probably are fucked up. They're already fucked up. But I feel like I have a real connection to them, and if I can save them and turn them in the right direction, I would do that.
So what you gonna do when they buck up and you gotta have a right hand connect because now that you get into it?
I was over with. All right. Get up out of here.
They still family though, right?
They still family.
Okay.
You can put your hands on family and you still love them.
You going to jail in Illinois. I'm gonna miss you, dog.
Please.
you going to jail today.
Which is why I'm not taking none in and out of mine. I know myself.
To each his own.
Well, you have enough kids, right?
Yeah.
I have enough. You got enough?
No.
Okay.
You need some.
I'm planning on it. I don't think I'm gonna adopt either though. I'm gonna just keep shooting.
I can't wait to be Uncle Machete's kid, man.
You missing all your shots.
No. Target practice, my brother. Target practice, my brother. I have very specific targets.
You guys are such fucking misogynists, bro. Okay, get me off the screen.
Not misogynist.
Hey, let me ask you this before we bring our guest on. Do you know how to recognize a thot?
Absolutely.
That's an interesting question.
I just want to be honest because
what is a thot though?
Well, according to the acronym, it's these hoes over there.
Or that hoe out there. Or to put some sense to it, I think it's somebody that behaves a certain way with no explanation because it's trendy and they see others doing it for attention. Kind of like your little acronym, lemonade.
Oh, limonada, whatever. Lemonade.
Buzz down, hood rat.
Yeah.
And then the acronym that you're talking about is Lamina. Look at me, I'm nobody. I need attention.
Right.
This is real
That's
thing.
still not okay though, bro.
I feel like you can recognize it, but I also feel like, to be quite honest, it's more of a class thing than it is like a particular role, right? It's not like this person has a badge that says that, right? It's the description.
They do. You know the thot uniform. Don't do that.
Jordans over and over again.
You know the thot uniform. If you have them ugly ass hugs on with some biking shorts,
so you saying it's just women?
I think
I'm saying it's male.
No, it's definitely male.
I'm only talking.
Wow, about I just called the misogynist, didn't I?
I'm just saying.
I think. Can you recognize it
between the ages of 18 and 30?
You got 50-year-old thoughts out here.
Not kids. You know what I mean? But my jersey's in the Raptors.
So what does that mean then? Does that mean that just having a lot of sex promiscuously is what makes you a thot, or is there some other qualifying factor?
I think a negative connotation comes with the word thot. Let me be clear.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying what is the requirement for it?
If three women come in here right now, I can point out the thot.
Okay, that's what you want me to
You're still not answering my question. Is that the person that's having the most sex, or is this somebody who just behaves in a particular way?
He has a thot radar.
I would say sex and behavior for sure.
So sex and behavior.
Mine is just people can be sexually rambunctious, sexually
rambunctious.
Free, you know what I'm saying, and not be a thot, bro. I think it's more so behavior.
True.
Okay. It's more so behavior, man. Like you have the need to have all the attention on you for maybe some of the most raunchiest, ratchetest shit, man.
So like the girl that was dancing on top of your police car, that one.
But he was classy. That was classy. That was classy, bro.
What you gonna do for $40?
Identified though. Who like the Jordans? Who like the box Chevys? Who like the?
I would say
who 2 dubs up. Who run a jump and go get it? You know what I'm saying? That's how you identify him right there.
Okay.
You can't have a jump ball for him.
Jump ball.
Hey man, thoughts are necessary, I guess.
Do they have a certain kind of music?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't see a thot listening to motherfucking Anita Baker.
She had to hear it. She had to hear it.
I see your hands on your knees, that type of shit, you know. Shaking ass on your thought shit. I see that. I see listening to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see any.
I mean, that's very specific in the song. It's very creative, direct directions.
Better question though. So there are thots in our age range.
For sure.
And they are identified by different shit. How do you spot a 40-year-old?
They doing the same shit they was doing at 18 and 20.
They never grew up?
Yeah, they never grew up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you spot a, no, see.
They hanging with 18-year-olds?
Okay, so when do you identify somebody that's never growing up? When is the age you have to grow up? When do you have to grow up?
Oh.
When
my pops said,
when your bank account looks like shit, you need to grow the fuck up.
My pops told me and my brother one year, we were both still living at the crib. I was 22. I think my brother was like 26 or something like that. We'd stay in the basement. And he came downstairs one day and was like, all right, fellas, you got 3 months and you're out. No questions asked. I'm not going to cripple you by letting you stay up in my crib, like, you know, past a certain age. Now, he had a cousin who he was really close to, who his dad let him stay in the crib till he was like 30. And he ended up with all kind of drug addictions and all kind of, he was like, I'm not going to cripple you. You got to get out here in the world. You got to get out here and establish yourself. So I moved out like 2 months later.
You ain't giving the third one, huh?
Hell no. I know my pops wasn't playing.
Good job. I guess we ready to go ahead and bring our guest on, man.
Yes, sir.
We don't got nothing against y'all thots. I do what y'all do.
No, do what you do, man. I mean, y'all are necessary, man. Y'all make the world go round. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, after these messages,
we'll be right back.
All right. So as you can see, we are back. We are back here at What a Jerk. And we got the owner of this fine establishment sitting to our left, Mr. Thomas. What's your last name, Thomas?
Brother Brewer.
Thomas Brewer, man. Let's clap it up for Brother Brewer.
Hey.
And we also got an extra guest, you know what I'm talking about, 2-for-1 package today. So tell everybody your name, young sir.
My name is Aiden.
Aiden, that's what's up. How old are you, Aiden?
I'm 5.
5? You don't look 5 to me, man.
I'm 5.
How old do you think I am?
42.
Good, it's close. Really good guess.
Well, how old is he?
34.
Oh, really? You think he's younger than me?
Good job.
No, sir.
That's my friend.
Sir.
That's my friend.
He's definitely older than me.
How old is Abasi?
Oh, he told him.
Yeah.
He forgot.
He is 42.
Yeah,
my man.
That's what he said.
Look at the big brain on brain.
That's what's up, Aiden. We appreciate you joining us for the show, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're gonna go. He's like, yeah. You got any words for the people out there?
Yeah.
You got any words for the people? Any advice?
He just gave us some love.
That's what's up, y'all. My man. Dap it up. My brother. That's what's up, man. As soon as we came in. See you later, bro.
Bye, Aiden.
As soon as we came in, man, he's like, "Hi, my name is Aiden. Who are you?"
State your business.
So what up, brother?
Hey, man. Hold on. First of all, man, thank you for having us.
Yes, facts, man. Facts.
Like for real. He normally does the introductions, man, but I kind of feel like this one is on me, right? What a Jerk is synonymous with who you are for people who know. Right? It's not a game.
Trying to find the compliment in there.
No, it's real shit.
Shade tree.
No, this is my man.
It's really true.
It is. So if you know him, then you know that, right? And it's amazing. I've seen the growth from the idea to the food truck to certain locations, and now you're here in Wicker Park. Kudos to you, first of all.
Yeah, man, clap it up for that, man. Black owned business owner at Wicker Park.
Excellence, man.
Appreciate you guys coming through and wanting to come through.
No, for sure. Like you've been killing the Chicago market on every station, 257, Fox, probably CNN at this point.
At some point.
As long as you get there, it don't matter.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I was on break one day. I was still working downtown. You know, you work downtown, food trucks everywhere.
Right.
Pull up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what up. Hey man, get this taco. Cool.
Right.
Like, and see, the thing is, the reason why I love him because this is what he's always been on. And I didn't look for a handout. Like, bro, I got you. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
this is what we have to do. Support our own, right? I'm not asking to taste test. Like, bro, I want this. Like, come on, let's go.
No, yeah, I think that was it. Like, cause we first met back in the Divine and Subterranean days when you were performing with Howard. You were managing Howard or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And shout out Hot to Death. What up, bro?
What up,
and so
Hot?
I didn't know about the food thing at all until I think you pulled up your truck at Promontory, and I was just like, "This your joint?" And you was like, yeah. I was like, for real though? Like,
Recently?
this was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
But yeah, man. So I was definitely excited. And then when you said the last time I saw you before we booked you for the show, we just bumped into each other at Promontory for a brief minute, and you were like, "Yeah, man, I opened up the restaurant," and I was like. Man, that was like 3 years time frame from food truck to concept to being open in Wicker Park,
That's
which ain't an easzy neighborhood,
movement,
you know what I mean, be open in, you know what I'm saying? But the layout is beautiful, man. Looks great, man. So definitely did a great job with the what do they call it? The decor.
Decor.
Patio action, you know what I'm saying?
Love it. Ambiance, yes. So what happened with the downtown location?
So those was actually pop-ups.
Oh, okay.
So it was just part of my catering service.
Got it.
I would go to different high rises downtown. I take over a portion of the cafeteria for a week at a time.
That's genius.
So yeah,
How'd you set that up?
it's through a company that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's through a company.
All right. It's my first time hearing about someone.
That's a good way to get exposure.
Yeah, so it was definitely very good exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for someone who wants to get into food and beverage industry, right? How did that start for you?
Well, it started really as a dream. To be honest, I have no background in cooking. For real. Like zero. I started cooking maybe at like 30 for the first time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I learned how to cook on YouTube.
Oh, man, another YouTube university.
Yeah, YouTube, man. Clap up for
University.
YouTube.
Clap it up for YouTube, man. One time,
When they get it right, absolutely.
My boy that I be on that we be taking the boat out with, he was like, "Yeah, I learned how to drive on YouTube." I was like, "How does that even work?"
That's
man?
scary on the boat, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't excited to hear the information at the time.
Yeah, man. So I end up maybe like a year after I barbecued for the first time in my life at maybe 31, 32. I never had a bad day on the grill. So
And you started that late?
Yeah.
You know, we as a culture, we take barbecuing serious. It gets you excommunicated out the family.
I still can't grill. I still can't grill.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a natural.
Okay.
So when I shut everybody in my family down.
On the grill. So you the guy that's got to cook every time now.
Oh yeah, it was like all technique.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
That's what's happening.
So once I started that, my family trying to give me a jerk chicken like Christmas. It's 5 degrees outside, snowing. You know, and then I didn't want to work for no one else. So I was like, damn, what am I going to do?
Right.
I'm tired of this shit. So
Right.
I had a dream. Like for months, I was thinking that.
4
or 5 months, that's all I could think of. What the fuck is my next move?
Right.
And I had a dream about a food truck. I woke up in the middle of the night, put it in my phone so I wouldn't forget.
Right.
The next week, I had a full business plan.
That's crazy.
I was like,
Absolutely.
That's really, I mean, that's it. So you don't even have like a whole lot of background with jerk chicken as like a staple in your family or nothing. Like you're not Jamaican.
Nope.
That's pretty dope, man.
I had a vision. I knew how I wanted it to taste. So I told my sister, hey, I want this jerk sauce to taste like this.
That's all
I told her
fine.
Yeah, the sauce is
how
super good, man.
I wanted it. And she hit it on the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how the sauce
Family
came
thing.
about.
There you go. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you this. I worked over here for the better part of 15 years. He just pointed the chicken out. There you go.
Yeah.
He's smashing on screen. I ain't mad at it.
Delish.
The little taste, the sample was so good. I had to get mine in a to-go tray so I could take it home and savor that joint later.
Eat it properly.
But I've been over here in this Wicker Park area for the better part of 15 years, man. And when I first got here, we had spots like Divine, Green Dolphin, Geisha Lounge, Tini Martini, Sub T, different spots up here for our culture, to come hang out on different nights, you know. But slowly but surely, they start disappearing. Until maybe like 4 years ago, Bourbon popped up. And that was really
much on Division.
Yeah, that was just it for here for now. And one day I'm driving down Division at work, doing absolutely nothing, which I love to do. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I see Lion's Den. Just the other day, I saw WHADDAJERK. I'm like, wow, that got to be black.
Yeah,
I seen the truck in Promontory. Right. I seen it in the parking lot. I said, got to be black, man. I'm so glad y'all in this location, man. You know, I could hug you with a stick. I'm just gonna give you your fucking flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're over here, man. So, but it's a market over here to get customers, man. It's bar heavy, it's food heavy. Yeah. How do you, what plan in your mind do you have to compete and draw people in? Because besides the food, which is amazing, how are you gonna draw people to your location, to your place?
So, well, initially when I saw the space, so I used to promote parties back in the day. I did the music thing for quite a while.
Right.
And it was always just everyday life to strategize and try to find out how, you know, we party promote it, try to get people in. So when I came over here, I'm like, one, I have no competition.
In terms of jerk chicken, in terms of like cuisine, right? Like jerk chicken,
as far as cuisine. Mr. Brown's is not too far, but it's far enough for people not to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not only that, I'm like, well, white people love jerk chicken. Yeah, they're like, well, what is this? It's got flavor.
Yeah,
you know? So
got flavor.
Got flavor.
In my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I have the frozen martinis. Frozen margaritas, frozen rum punches.
Yeah, because they definitely coming for that.
Like, I want to create a little like Wet Willie's on Division type of
frozen rum punches.
You know, and no one else has that. So I was very confident that I could make a success over here. I'm starting the nights, comedy night, reggae night on Thursdays.
Dope, man.
Fridays it's karaoke night. Saturday we're gonna have a live band. And Sunday we're gonna have brunch with a live band. And we're also on Sunday gonna do spoken word night, poetry night.
Oh,
that brunch gonna kill.
Let's get it.
Yeah, because I want a whole like Negro League cafe type of
vibe. You remember how we used to get in over
definitely
Sunday nights?
Yes. I used to go on Tuesdays for some reason. I remember. I can't remember what was going on Tuesdays. That's great, man. So you made an event space, which definitely, again, gives it that appeal. I know, like you said, when you have this open garage door kind of floor plan, so people can see in when they walk past, they see that band. It's an automatic. Let's go check this out.
Exactly.
You know? I want to try these frozen rum punches. I didn't hear that before the show started. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, that just sounds good.
It's pretty good. All you need is one.
Most rum punches,
just like that.
Most rum punches are like that for sure.
Let's talk about where you're from, because I want people to know where you're from.
Facts.
So I'm from Auburn, Gresham, 75th, right off Halsted.
Man,
okay.
I
South side.
Yeah, South side. I grew up there.
Glad you made it.
I know, right?
Glad you made it, man.
Yeah, you know, to be honest, it wasn't that bad. You know, when you in the hood, we all know that it's good blocks and it's bad blocks.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you could be in a neighborhood and not run into any trouble.
Exactly.
It's just, of course,
the
media, you know, they put a spotlight on it. So
And what high school? We got
Simeon.
Sam.
I think Wolverines. You know,
that's our first Simeon grad on there.
Yeah, it is.
No, 76% of people.
Yeah, it is.
We talk to from out south say Simeon. How big is this fucking school, man? Did y'all got like secret compartments on the ground or something?
Well, you know what? When I went there, it was a warehouse.
Yeah, exactly. They just
still
did like
had the name of the warehouse on it.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I'm gonna fuck your head up.
Yeah.
Did you know a teacher named Mr. Wells?
Yeah.
He is trash. He is trash. Mr. Wells.
How do you know Wells?
Mr. Wells is trash.
Mr. Wells, right, is my biological father, and he's a fucking
really?
I swear to God, bro.
He teaches at Simeon? I never knew this.
Damn.
I never knew this.
No, fuck your head up, right? Yeah. You didn't even know he had kids.
Trash on top of that.
Right.
Wow.
So here's the backstory.
Oh shit.
Mr. Wells, I call him Mr. Wells because he's not my father. right? Call Mr. Wells because anybody that I meet that was there when he was there, and I'm like, man, you know, Mr. Wells, like, yeah, he's a staple in the community, and this and the third, and he, bro, everybody speaks highly of him. Didn't take care of his kids, bro.
I don't know about speaking highly of him, man. When I met him,
well, no. I'm saying people that
look like
first of all, they didn't know he had children.
Highly speakable.
And they was just like, no, man, I love Mr. Wells. I'm like, oh shit, you do.
Bro, he looked like
interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy.
Yeah. Like I can tell you stories about that fuck man.
Did you play any sports?
No.
So
I love sports, but I was into working the girls at the time. Not working girls.
Whoa. Working the girls.
I was into
working girls.
Working the girls.
That show is A+ already, though.
Right.
Hey, so look.
Working out.
How did you end up out west? I know you threw a party one time, and it was
out. It's the best side of town.
No. Facts.
Thank you.
Facts. I think it was like off Ogden or some shit.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm talking about this party was off the motherfucking chain, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, Tom's from out west? Because there's no way in hell someone from the south side
all the way over
there, right?
Just to kick it.
Just to kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially on Ogden.
On Ogden, bro.
That's not something you plan on doing with your life.
Like what? Like we talking about Ogden, North Avenue? What we talking about?
No. We talking Mondale, like
Real.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody was there. I feel like I know Hot was there. What's my man name from
Meatball?
Meatball, like the whole everybody was there. Shit, I feel like Ryan Henry was there too. Yeah.
So what's crazy is I stayed over there. That was a strategy for me and Hot.
Okay.
So we was like, okay, how can we get out our music?
Got it.
If we throw our own parties, we could be our own radio station.
Right.
So y'all remember walking around the club?
Yeah.
So when we in there and we got the whole party doing this dance, everybody that's new is like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a strategy. Those was kind of the best parties.
Yeah.
They used to fuck my shit up all the time though.
I can imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Because
I would have to stop the music. Like, which one of you nasty bitches left y'all tampon in the toilet?
Who broke the fucking toilet, man?
Broke the toilet.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
Well, we talked.
Excuse my language.
You brought up fatherhood, at least, you know, talking about like Mr. Wells or whatever. But so even, you know, obviously we just had Aiden on, man. And as a businessman, honestly, you know, like we know that you have to keep up with the balancing act, right? And you have other children as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, just talk a little bit about that. Like, what's your strategy and approach to making sure that you have enough time for family and fatherhood and not completely overtaken by business?
You know what? It can be hard sometimes. I find myself more recently making sure I make the time. My older kids are 21. I have a set of twins. My son is a senior at Howard. My daughter.
Congrats.
Oh yeah. For a ride.
Money,
you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he ain't got no debt. That's the best way to come out of college.
No debt. And then my daughter has autism, so she's just been with me. I've been single father for quite a long time.
Really? And I remember when you were going through the struggle trying to get them, and you were documenting it on your Facebook. Like,
yeah, man.
Oh, wow. And I know that was dope. I followed that story, and you know, again, I don't be trying to get people business, but you put it out there. I'm like, oh man, this dude's real. Like,
that's a different kind of story. You don't hear him winning custody of children like that.
Yeah, it was really, really, really difficult, to be honest, because the system is set up against us.
Exactly.
Yes.
So no matter what we do, it's always in the female favor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It took me years to win custody, even though she did nothing she's supposed to did.
That's
that the judge told her.
Right.
And I'm going to court all the time. She even moved out of state.
Exactly. Right.
She's not coming to court. Every time I go to court, they like, well, you have to find her. I'm like, how do I?
Right.
You have to get a private investigator to find her. I'm like, I showed them email.
All the documents, right.
Look, I've been talking to her. She know about the court date.
Right.
They didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
What it took was a year of that. And then I go to court one time and that judge I had was on vacation. And the new judge who was taking her place called me and she was like, where's blank blank? I was like, she's not here. It's like, wait, hold on. She haven't came none of these court dates.
Right.
She didn't do this. Why are you here?
That's a lesson though, yeah.
Because the judge she just won't let me. She said,
continuing the case.
That's gonna end today.
Ooh,
boom.
Nice.
See,
that's God,
deep, man.
That's God.
That's story, man. And it's something current going on with the young NBA guy, PJ Washington, and he got a girl rent her pregnant, and you know, apparently she's not letting him see the child. You know, and I saw people making fun of him because he said on social media, he said, "Why can't I see my child?" People say, "Man up, get on social media, this, that." I say, Joe, you can't tell this man how to feel concerning his emotions about a child he wants to see, because that's defying the odds right there. There's a myth out here that black men don't want to be fathers. Yeah. When in every statistical category, if you look it up, we are leading in fatherly categories.
Yes.
I don't know how they perpetuate this bullshit. Like, we don't want to be dads, man. So I mean, kudos on that, man. But the system has always, like you said, been against us in so many factions, man. And even being over here in this neighborhood, they don't really want a lot of black establishments over here. I've been here for a while.
They certainly haven't had a lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just wishing staying power on you, man. And how do you plan on making these connections? Like, what are you gonna do to make these connections to the people you have to know to get some kind of rapport?
Well, you know what? Because of COVID, they're not having like the little forums they have and different things where you meet with the alderman, neighborhood watch.
Right.
So that really haven't been going on. So I think that's a way to really get to know your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, and that kind of eases the tension, because unfortunately the reality is when it's too many of us, they feel uncomfortable.
Facts.
No matter if it's like hood niggas or if it's like,
it don't matter.
It don't matter. If
black makes them uncomfortable.
If they see a patio full of black folks, when they walking and jogging up and down the block, they feel a certain kind of way.
If I have a patio full of black people, white people won't walk in.
Right.
But if I have a patio full of white people, they come right in.
Black folks will still come in. Like it's that, and that's the thing. It's like it's such an interesting dynamic when the way you put it. Yeah.
But it's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing we can really do about it. So it's really about just trying to keep it diverse as possible. And you want to cater to a neighborhood, but you also have to cater to the people that's bringing the most business.
Yeah.
You know,
got to pay bills.
And that's a really thin line to like tread, you know?
Yeah. So I guess my next question would be, you are an entrepreneur. This is what you do, right? Are you degreed collegiately at all?
No.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So now I asked.
Hold on. Well, you make that word up?
Yeah, you like that one.
Sound like me.
You like that one. Collegiately. I like that. I love that. I love that.
Pretty sure it's not a thing. But
I'm gonna spell check it later. I'm gonna spell check it later.
Collegiate delete, that's not a thing.
It sounded.
Collogial.
It sounded great. Yeah, I'm fucking up everything right now.
We read at the same table for real.
So the reason I'm asking is because a lot of people think that you have to go to college to be successful, right? I say that you just have to have a skill set in something particular, right? Yeah. To be successful in whatever it is you're trying to do. How did you figure out what it takes to get a business loan, get the property, and and so on and so forth?
Well, one, I want to say I didn't even graduate from high school.
Oh, wow, really?
Wells kicked you out? He gave you an F?
No, you know what? I had kids in high school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You work in the ladies.
Fuck bags.
Yes.
Fuck bags.
Exactly. I put too much energy into it like that. But yeah, I didn't graduate from high school. So I ended up dropping out, going to alternative school, thinking I was going to get out earlier. And it was just a lot. So I'm like, well, you know what? I need to work. I got 2 kids to take care of.
Right, yeah.
I'm 17 years old. Just turned 17.
Damn, twins out the gate.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, I got to. My father was always in my life, so I had a great example.
Right.
And he had passed away maybe a year before my kids was here.
Oh, wow.
So I knew I had an obligation to take care of my business.
Yeah.
So I always had just a grind in me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys ever felt like, man, I'm supposed to be rich.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know.
There's something more out here for me.
Something more. And I thought that's where I was going to make it with music. Music, I put all my time, dedication for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And we weren't making no money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had status, but we didn't have no paper.
Mm-hmm.
That don't go
You
together.
feel me?
Yeah.
And then I found myself in a situation where somebody else's decisions dictated my success. You know what I'm saying? And that's the worst feeling to have.
Yeah.
When you like, look, that's not the right move.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's not your call.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's definitely a tough game.
But without music, I wouldn't be here because I learned so much about business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Relationships, leveraging relationships.
I looked up to is 2.
Yeah.
Two, what up?
From the interns.
Yeah,
what
two
up,
from
two?
interns. Yeah, man. Because he was always on it.
He still is.
You know, I remember
Who's
when-
now at Def Jam?
Yeah,
Right. I remember when he didn't have a place to stay. He was staying Cosign crib. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coach,
He
what
was
up?
All
telling
y'all
me-
stay with each other, goddammit. What's going
Bro,
on?
see,
Man.
this is what a lot of people don't know. Like, it was really a community
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was.
of us, like
artists. Yeah,
who,
that's
who,
real.
who really was popping, and we was sharing information,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we
People were-
and we actually rock with each other.
I mean,
like,
this was
for real, for real.
We had to book our own shows, and the best way to do that would be like, yo, man, all right, who we gonna grab so we can have a full show so that we can pack this place out? Because venues weren't really reaching out to us to perform. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? We were
right.
hitting the venues up, so it was like
Exactly.
there really was a needed resource center in that way. If y'all been getting booked at Double Door, we don't know nobody at Double Door.
Double Door.
We've been getting booked at Sub T. Y'all
Who
don't know
to
nobody at
connect?
Sub
Who to
T.
connect?
Let's just
Boom.
flip it real
Right.
quick. Let's do a
Yeah.
show together over there. So I agree with you though. There was a lot more of a, I mean, you saw the same folks and artists at every event and everybody rocked with each other too. It wasn't a lot of beef. Like now, I feel like these shorties, man, they pull up 45 deep. Everybody automatically is an op. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like they don't click the same.
I think it's mainly because they don't know each other. They don't see each other
That's
out.
true.
They all on the
They don't do
internet.
these shows. Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a whole different dynamic.
That's a really
Like
good
they don't
point.
even know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, Two used to just be on it, just grinding. It was always inspirational to me, you know. So I learned a lot. And once I did start the truck, well, before when I was trying to get the truck started, I found out that they do not support new businesses, definitely Black businesses.
Oh, really?
I got so many no's. No.
Period.
I mean, people was telling me, hey, all you got to do is have 80,000 in bank, this,
Right.
and we got you. And then I have that. They be like, yeah, sorry, we thought we was gonna be able to do it. So many scenarios like that. So they was never helping.
What about the?
Is this like the city? Are we
Fake
talking
love.
about like city staff, or are we just talking about other partners that you were approaching with the?
No,
idea?
this city.
Okay.
I mean, this is like banks.
Yeah.
And
Got
this is
you,
not
got
just
you.
in Chicago. I was supposed to open initially in Dallas.
Oh, really?
So I was all in Dallas knocking on doors.
Ain't that see, that's fucked up because it's a guy, I forgot his name. He's coming here from Dallas with a restaurant, Kitchen and Cocktails.
Oh, yeah. The brother that was on
Oh, yeah,
that went
yeah, yeah,
viral because he told
yeah.
the people stop twerking in his restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been in that spot.
Was it decent? Okay.
Yeah.
About the food.
Right.
All right, yeah. It was nice. It was nice.
Okay.
Talk about the parking wars when it comes to fucking food trucks, because you have to have a license to be on certain blocks, right?
No, actually,
you don't. Okay.
So I can park right out here as long as it's a parking meter.
Ah,
Now the thing is, it's only a few places that is high traffic volume. So one of them was downtown on Wacker Street. So I was paying like $22,000 a year on just parking tickets.
Damn.
Because it would be cheaper to pay a parking tickets than pay the meter.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Do the math.
And you
That boy
make
doing
more, and the
math in his
revenue, the revenue you made from the sales because it's high traffic covers that expense. That's kind of
With-
crazy.
With no problem.
That's when you know
You could be
want
there,
labor, for real.
do 8,000 a week, easy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
For 3 hours of work a day.
Right.
Woo.
Right. That's
Get
crazy.
out the block, young boys. Get out the block.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
So
Facts.
so it was a lot, because what we would do, we would buy a car, a spotter car, we would park that there and place our food truck. So when we come in the morning, you move the
Yeah,
spotter
you already,
car.
yeah, exactly.
So now you got the food trucks like towing your car and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it been fights out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
ridiculous, man.
wild. That's a great story though, man. That's a really
Yeah.
interesting kind of approach, man. Well, you talked a little bit about being in music. So one of the things that we've been talking about on this show, we've been asking people, particularly from Chicago, is top 5 Chicago rap albums, hip hop albums. No particular order, but what would your top 5 be?
We are all judging you right now. Right now.
Top 5, I would say Adrenaline Rush.
Twisted.
College Dropout.
Yeah, that's been on most of the list.
What is Common first joint?
Resurrection.
Dollar?
Or Can I Borrow a Dollar was first, but Resurrection is the one that everybody that was popular in 92.
Yeah.
I do love that album though. Resurrection is called.
Well, damn.
Yeah, see.
Was he?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let it out there.
That was crazy.
Right.
Mr. Blakely.
Yeah. Yeah, that was produced by interns. They went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, one left.
Man, that's rough. I'm lost. I can't think of
the ones that's still hanging out there is Crucial, Final Tick. You still got
that made all our list right there.
Lupe out there, Fumlik out there, Crucial Tick. That's a good list.
Yeah.
That's a solid list.
Chicago has an abundance of rappers and ball players we don't get credit for, man. Like I know at one point, Amon's favorite coast in America, the East Coast, was dominating basketball and music.
Right.
The Midwest is caught up. Actually, the South and the West Coast is caught up in rap and basketball because of the sheer size of the states, the number of states down there, man. But Chicago just quality with everything when it comes to food, hooping, and music. You want it all, you come to Chicago, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we are the melting pot, if you really think about it. When you're in the middle, you gotta stir that thing up and make your own. And that's what we do. How do you
That's the worst description of a melting pot in the world.
The melting pot. We are all that. Hold on, let me explain to you. You take all of that. Boom. Exactly. You stir that motherfucking thing up, man.
I feel like the reference of us being in the middle of the country and then the melting pot is what I'm saying missed the connection, right? We're in the middle, so people have to pass through. They don't necessarily have to stay.
It's like Facebook. You swipe, you keep going.
It's not the melting pot.
No, we are the melting pot. It is.
What you think about this drill music out here? Or do you have an opinion about it?
You know what? I feel like every generation went through their stage of, wherever is hot at the time. You know what I'm saying? And drill music, it's okay. It's okay. I guess the problem I have with it, right, is with the radio stations.
Right.
We'll talk about it.
This is what we talked about last week.
It's like, hey, put the guns down.
Exactly.
But then you fucking play this. You know what I'm saying? That shit just don't go together.
That was why we said that last week. We were just like, man, because we were talking to Scoop Jackson and he was saying radio doesn't have as much of an influence over kids. And I was like, but the problem is when they do listen to the radio, they only get one thing, right? And they only get this. And I was like, yeah, as soon as FBG Duck got killed, it was, man, y'all, we really got to put the guns down. All right, now let's play the latest drill rap song from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it really, and we know, and I mean, again, we got good friends, Leon Rogers, Kyle, Santillion. We know it's not their decision, right? They're the hosts of the show, but the programmers and the people that are on the Clear Channel, they are the ones that are programming specific markets. When you go to Milwaukee, you don't hear a lot of drill rap. You know why? Because they're a much heavier R&B market. They found out their target audience, so they play a lot more of the LMA and the, you know what I'm saying? So each market gets programmed for who they feel is going to listen the most. And even though it's the same company, so it's a really intentional design, in my opinion, to keep certain music in certain areas so that they can see this replication that they see in out here.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say this. It's get signed time.
Okay.
It's get signed time. Give me your favorite R&B group.
Oh, I would have to say Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men.
How come they can never keep a woman, man?
Hold on.
For real.
We about to go ahead and kick it off.
Lord, I'm just kidding. They can't keep a woman for real.
Darling, I can't explain when we lose our way. Girl, it's driving me insane, and I know I just need one more chance to prove my love to you. And if you come back to me, I guarantee that go back to the days our love was strong. Can you tell me how a perfect love goes wrong? Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be? Oh God, give me a reason. I'm down on bending.
Now we're going to show you.
You can have my love. You're the girl of my life. Am I all you're dreaming of? Yes, you're my desire, babe. 'cause you are so good to me. Whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you want, baby. Whatever you need, then I won't do. I say whatever. I say whatever you want. It belongs to you. I say
That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit.
Listen to it all the way in the car, all the way here.
Aiden.
Right.
Hold on now. We're not gonna have no white folks snatch you up and try to
stop the kids, man.
He out there trying to get somebody to come in.
Right, yeah, exactly. He out there talking about somebody.
Hey, boy, shit you not.
Yeah,
he is my biggest advertisement. I be out there like, hi.
Yeah, I bet that. Yeah, exactly.
Man, he be like, you should come and eat.
You want to try our jerk chicken special today?
Yep.
That's dope, man. That's really good.
That takes me to Boomerang. Curry!
Like, Curbster.
And he go next door and be people sitting on their patio. And he go there. He's like,
that's
so
hilarious.
why are you sitting over here?
That's
you
hilarious.
should be over here in our restaurant.
That's great, man. That's really good, man. That he's got that kind of outward, you know what I mean, personality.
He definitely
certainly gonna help him, man.
Let's talk about fatherhood though. Like I'm a father, right? Everybody on this panel is a father except for Kendall. But he's an excellent uncle, you know what I mean? And he's a good son.
Okay. I pull out game strong.
Right.
Pull out game on so
target practice.
What for you? What's important for you as a father?
What's important for me is just creating a structure, being able to take advantage of the teachable moments. Like I'm enjoying fatherhood now more than I ever did before.
I can imagine. I mean, yeah, it was probably much harder back then.
Yeah, I won't even say it was even harder. It was less patience, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you don't realize how, being so young, you don't realize how fast time goes.
True.
So before I turned around, my oldest son, hey, daddy, yo, hey, pops.
Right, who is this grown man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I missed those moments of him being all over me, flipping on me, and just wanting to be around me. Dope. And I used to tell him, my daughter, like, hey, y'all want to go out? This is when they were teenagers. Nah, we straight. Right. Hey, y'all want to go movies? Nah, we straight. So it was like
we'll go, but you're not coming.
Right, exactly. So now that I have the little guy, I'm able to really take in every moment.
That's dope, man.
It's very, very rare I get agitated with him. Because he's just being a kid. He just want to know.
Having fun, man.
But that also talks to our maturity, though.
No, I think he's worn out already, bro. This man don't get no spankings, no chastisements, no nothing. They don't get nothing.
You know what? I'm still fearing him. So what I did understand is, with kids, definitely having two at one time, sometimes they react different.
Right.
My son, I never really had to whoop him because I could just talk to him and he would understand and he would get it and he wouldn't do it again.
Right.
That's dope.
My daughter didn't give a fuck.
Who you telling?
She'd be tossing out the window, down the stairs. Yo, can you please stop? She didn't care.
Yeah.
Even though she have autism, but she always tests people when she met them. So it's like, all right, how much can I get away with?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So at school, beginning of school, I have to go to her school 3 times a week because
just
I got to see.
Yeah,
because I got to let her know that I might come up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one time I came up there, she was literally crying on the floor. I was like, what the fuck? Open the door. She got up and walked to her seat.
Yeah, real quick.
Her teacher was so confused, like, what the hell happened?
Right.
I didn't say a word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if she could get away with it.
She will, yeah. I mean, and that's kids, right? Like we know, I say that to my high school students all the time, man. Like, let me tell you something. If you do like cheat on the test or whatever the case may be, like, trust me, you must be really smart because I designed these assessments in a way that you really can't cheat. If you don't know, you don't know. So it's like, you expect them to do these things though. Like in a way, a young kid is kind of designed to test you and to test where the rules are, right? And that's how they learn. So yeah, you can't be upset, as you said before, as a kid just being a kid.
Right, yeah. So I had to learn that. Back to your initial question, I do believe in just setting them up for the future. You know what I'm saying? Getting some work ethic in them. My oldest son, he runs my food truck. And he was with me since day one. We was sleeping on the food truck because we didn't have time to go home.
That's
for the
damn.
next.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's
When I
right.
say work at 18 hours, and we leaving the club after we worked a full day, we leaving the club from working at the club at 6 in the morning, and we got an event at 11. We got to cook, that take 3 hours.
Woo.
We got to cut up, and now we don't got time to go home, so we sleeping on the truck for an hour or
That's
two,
wild, yeah.
getting back to
Real
work.
life.
So being able to set that example, being able to show him that he's seen all the no's.
Yeah.
He saw me stress. You know what I'm saying? I talked to him about all of it. Hey, this is what happens with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is how this goes.
We just got to make it happen for ourselves.
Yeah.
So being able to kind of set those examples and, you know, just instill the good things in them. Because unfortunately, a lot of parents that was my age didn't have the maturity or didn't have the example to instill certain things in their kids.
Yeah.
That's why they wilding out right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the kids that's wilding out. The ones that they was having at 15, 16, and they kids they self, and then their grandparents.
I think Abasi can talk to this. Having a child that's not mainstream, right?
Right.
How did that affect you? Right, because Abasi also has a child that's not mainstream, and we've brought this up on the podcast, and we go in depth on this. You know, we brought on psychologists and a therapist, the whole nine, because these are conversations that aren't had.
They have to be had.
They have to be had.
Understood. Like even just to relate a small relation to that is we talked about the Mouse in the Palace. Everybody know Ron needed help. He got help. He probably was undiagnosed for years, you know, and thought what he was doing was okay. It was how things were supposed to go. You know, myself, that's why I give you love on being a parent. We're such a small portion of the world too, though, because autism isn't a big number percentage-wise. My son has global developmental delay. You know what I'm saying? And people think because you're on a spectrum that you aren't smart, you aren't intelligent, that you can't understand. You absolutely fucking wrong.
Right.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The beginning of the school year story you just told, my son, at the beginning of every year, man, every year, he gets to a new class, he got to fight the teacher. He got to fight the teacher. I'm like, dude, what is you doing? One of his teachers was in a wheelchair.
Oh my God.
The teacher sat in her chair, in the teacher's chair, got out of her wheelchair. My son,
she got out the wheelchair?
Yeah, no, she like school.
Okay.
Was asshole. And school, he got up, pushed her wheelchair in the hallway.
That's hilarious and
like
terrible all at the same time.
That's
First day in prison, yeah, let him know he won't class.
Man, you know, but I started coming up to school, going on field trips. I've had to chastise him maybe twice tops. I'm the worst parent ever. I'm so soft on him. His mom's a disciplinarian. That's her. So, you know, the things you probably had to do and go through, she went through, you know what I'm saying? Because I just wouldn't do it. I felt responsible to a degree as well for what he was going through. I had to get over that and realize that he's a man in America. The white America don't give a fuck what he has going on with him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. To them, he's just something out there. So if we don't get a hold of it and step in and play the part we're supposed to play, it's a problem, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So kudos to that. I don't know if you can give kudos, but you know, hey, flowers, man, because it's not easy.
It definitely was a difficult thing. The most difficult part was I had the other parent that wasn't as concerned as I was.
Okay.
You know, so she was in denial for a long time. And I used to give that to her, okay, you're in denial.
That's a real thing, though.
It's time to get over that because time is going past and she's not getting help.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons why I decided to try to get custody. One of the many reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that she was a bad mother. It was just her priorities was horrible.
Interesting. Yeah.
She was learning on the fly too, though. You guys were learning. You learning at different paces, though.
Yeah, but you know, this still was going on.
Yeah, this has been, exactly.
Right. For example, when my daughter turned 18, she turned 18, so now my custody is over.
Oh, right.
Because she turned 18. And I didn't fill out the correct paperwork that I was supposed to, and I didn't know.
Right.
Or I forgot because I had a lot going on.
Right.
You know, because that was
and
like
that
my
had been
first
the
year of
arrangement
the
anyway.
business.
Yeah.
So I'm just always running. And I let her go to visit her mom in Wyoming. And I'm like, hey.
Out there in Kanye world?
Kanye world. Right down the street from the bar. So I told her, hey, school started this time. You know, she didn't come home a week before. She's like, okay, cool. I didn't see my daughter for a year and a half.
Wow.
18 months, bro.
That's my soul right there.
I had to get a lawyer here. Then I had to get a lawyer in Wyoming. And then I was fighting again for another
That's crazy,
year.
man.
You know what I'm saying? I literally just won guardianship because it's guardianship now.
Yeah.
Back in April on my birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it took a while, you know. Then she missed school. She had braces, and she was like her last months in braces when she took her. And so she had braces on for 18 months with no treatment.
With no tightening, so it wasn't doing nothing.
She was like decaying under braces. So when she came back, it was just a shit show. You know what I'm saying? But that just shows you
priorities not right. Yeah.
Like, I can't say I hate this person because I don't know them, but that I feel some kind of way about that. Because I do get on my body for kids and senior citizens. You know what I'm saying? I think they should always be treated with fairness and protected. Us in the middle, we can fend for ourselves.
Yeah. There's something about kids with disability that you know they can't completely protect themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't completely take care of themselves. So it's our responsibility
you have to
make sure they are forward and taken care of, you know? Yeah. But you know, it's like depends on how you raise. A lot of it got something to do with it.
For sure.
Her family definitely ghetto as shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I love this conversation because at the end of the day, it's a lot of stand-up dudes out here. Right.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I actually know you personally, and you being successful. Love to hear that.
Yeah,
love
man.
to see that.
Sure. Congratulations, man, on just all of that.
Real.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like
health and wealth. Cheers.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like in those times I could recognize who was gonna be successful, who wasn't, who was just gonna be there for that moment when we was really popping, right?
Yeah.
And who actually had something to add value to what we were trying to do.
Number one podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it was on
dropping his phone, man.
It's trash. But whether we were collaborating on music, bro, there was never a moment where we ever felt like, oh no, you can't come here because it ain't love here.
Right? No, definitely.
And that's why to this day I fucks with you. For
Appreciate
real.
it, man.
For sure.
Recognize real.
You know what I'm saying? I know. I can go on and on, man, because now the long hours are kicking in right now.
And it's just a conversation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Long hours are kicking in. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. But
hold on, though, bro.
What up?
I see the Jordans. What's your favorite pair?
Probably the 11s.
Everybody
I broke out a pair of the patent leather 11s last show, 40 with the special edition 45 on the back.
Fresh out the
he had a little hate in his
I did.
in his body for that.
Hey, I want to share something with you guys that tripped me out. So back in maybe 2010,
okay,
I went to LA. Right, went to LA. And like we went out there with two Interscope.
Yeah,
they was trying to sign us. The next day they flew us out to Def Jam. Had me with LA Radio. Everything's going perfect, right? So we thought. I go home. I get home from New York, and my friend mother called me. I don't know if y'all remember her, Sushi, Indian woman that used to be outside the club praying on everybody.
I remember her. Yeah.
She used to be outside every club praying for everybody.
That was her name?
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, man.
Yeah. So she called me and she says, "Hey, Thomas, God told me to call you. He said, he told me to let you know that you're going to be very rich and successful.
Wow.
But it won't be through music." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you don't know.
I'm at Let's go. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I bullshit you not. And ever since that day, it's just stuck to my mind. As the music shit started declining, I was like, what the fuck is my skill?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's my talent? Even though I managed and I could do things with the music, but I wasn't the main talent.
How do I turn that into a, what
do I do? You know what I'm saying?
I definitely struggle with that. Yes.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that with saying that is that we never know what our purpose is or where it's going to come from.
Mm-hmm.
When you got that gut feeling, and you like, look, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get where the fuck I need to go, no matter how long it's going to take. Stay with your dreams. You know,
persistent and consistent, man. Persistent and consistent, for sure.
Proper preparation.
Yeah,
indeed.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you one more time, man, for coming on the show, bro. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely finna smack some of this chicken up.
My mama.
Tattoo one of these frozen rum punches.
You know?
It's episode 60, man. Again, man.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
you, sir.
Man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. You know, we're not playing out here, man. Before we go, we see y'all and we hear y'all
absolutely.
biting our shit.
Oh, some biters out there?
Oh, absolutely, man.
And it's cool, right? Biters. It's cool because what they say, imitation is the first form of flattery, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yep. It's all love.
I'm impressed you trying to talk about ambulance though. That's impressive.
Well, these mics are pretty good. Shout out, Rose.
Shout out to no sponsorship.
Right.
What I'm saying is this: we see y'all, and it's cool. Just come holler at your boy.
That's it, man. That's it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Trendsetting, we happy. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's a place where, like he just said, man. You know, nobody wants to support the business. You know, so don't do yourselves favors by doing a disservice to us.
Right.
Let's connect. Let's network. Let's push and pull each other.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. We will figure it out. Again, man. The compound today.
What a jerk.
What a motherfucking jerk.
Run that address one more time.
Yep. 2015 West Division. And we also is at 1811 West Harrison.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, two.
In a Hyatt Hotel. And look out for our food trucks and WHADDAJERK Dallas is coming soon and next month.
Oh.
So if you're in Dallas,
catch a flight. Catch a flight. Catch a flight.
And they also have newfound security for the free. Don't even trip. You got to connect, man. When Chicago connects.
And I want to say, make sure you guys go easy on Black businesses because the expectations are ridiculous when it comes to us. We can't mess up. We can't screw shit up. We can't screw your drink up.
Right.
We get 1 star and we got horrible service.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but you guys go to White Castles. Wait 45 minutes for 2 burgers and a fry. And when you get home, you got you got 2 onion rings and some cheese sticks.
Right. Don't even get the right food.
You don't even get the right food.
Still shop there.
You know, you might complain, but you won't go online and complain. And your ass gonna be back for the next 15 years still supporting their business.
That's a good point.
So make sure y'all go easy on us because we're not perfect. And not only that, staff don't care.
It's difficult
because it's a job for them.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about what you put on Instagram.
Right.
You know, they don't care. But your comments affect us.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I stop trying to get free shit all the time.
Exactly. And before we go, I know you are a gym guy. Like you stay in the gym. This dude here stays in the gym.
This side obviously works out. This type of podcast that obviously works out. He rides his bike though. This leaves you, bro.
Yeah.
I already said I'm not trying to do that. Okay. I've had my time.
So you was up in the gym every 5 a.m. every morning.
I've changed my mind.
How you gonna change your mind about something you said you already did?
In a week.
I'm done now. Yeah. Anyway, man, it's the Corner Convo, episode 60, man. What a jerk. You heard?
Yeah.
That's the cool part about it.
We on the corner. We on the corner.
It's unfortunate.
Wow.
B-Dub, what up? As always. Hey, man, we're in Wicker Park.